And if. And if the branches tap my pain, and the poplars whisper nightly, it is to make me dream again. I hold you to me tightly. And if the stars shine on the pond and light its sombre shoal, it is to quench my mind's despond and flood with peace my soul. And if the clouds their tresses part and does the moon outblaze, it is but to remind my heart I long for you always. What is love? What is love? A lifetime spent of days that pain does fill, that 1,000 years cannot content, but asks for tears still. With but a little glance coquette, your soul it knows to tie, that of its spell you can't forget until the day you die. Upon your threshold does it stand, in every nook conspire, that you may whisper hand in hand your tale of hearts aspire. Till fades the very earth and sky, your heart completely broken, and all the world hangs on a sigh, a word but partly spoken. It follows you for weeks and weeks, and in your soul assembles the memory of blushing cheeks, an eyelash fair that trembles. It comes to you, a sudden ray, as though of starlight spending, how many and many a time each day, and every night unending. For of your life has fate decreed that pain shall it enfold, as does the clinging water weed about a swimmer hold. The forest pool. Upon the forest pool's deep blue, golden petal lilies float. Circling silver ripples play around an ancient rowing boat. I pass along the sloping bank. I pause to listen, lost in dreams. I see her among the reeds. She stretches out her arms, it seems. And hand in hand we leap aboard, charmed by the water's tiny child. The rudder strings slip from my grasp, the oars into the water slide. To float away, wrapped in love, beneath the kindly summer moon, while midst the rushes breathes the wind, and endlessly the ripples croon. But it is dream. She does not come, and vainly do I moan and weep beside the dark blue forest pool on which gold petal lilies sleep. Blue flower. You ride the clouds and range the sky, your net about the stars cast. But do remember, dear, at last, my soul can never soar so high. You build tall palaces in Spain of fancy's fragile masonry. You search in vain the sullen sea and roam Assyria's plains in vain. The pyramids their summits press against the clouded heavens high. Dear heart, it is not wise to fly too far afield for happiness. Come where cool crystal brooks complain their fleeting fate midst forest greens, and where the hanging cliff outleans as though to thunder on the plain. And somewhere, up some little glade, to gather raspberries we will climb, or sit and watch the sky sublime from 'neath the rushes' tasselled shade. While many a story you will tell, and many a lie you'll whisper too, But I will read on petals true, you love me not, you love me well. As rosy as an apple's rind will be my cheeks burnt by the sun, and my long golden hair undone, around your neck in coils you'll wind. While if your lips on mine should burn, no one in all the world will know. My hat is broad, and even so, 'twere only your and my concern. And when the moon comes shining through the gap where tangled branches part, you'll hold me very close, dear heart, and I will clasp my arms round you. And when we walk the twilight gloom of forest paths that homeward run, we'll gather many a kiss, each one as fragrant as the violet's bloom. And long amid the starlight glow we'll stand to talk outside my gate. For no one comes that way so late, and who should care? I love you so. Another kiss, and she was gone. Like post, I stood in the mean stream. Oh, beautiful beyond a dream, oh, small blue flower, all my own. Alas, our love that grew so fair has flown and faded from that hour. Oh, my blue flower, the world is sorrow everywhere. Drowsy birds. Drowsy birds, at even gliding round about their nests alight, in among the branches hiding, dear good night. Silence through the forest creeping, lullaby the river sighs, in the garden flowers sleeping, shut your eyes. Glides the swan among the rushes to its rest where moonlight gleams, and the angels whisper hushes, peaceful dreams. O'er the sky, stars without number, on the earth a silver light. All is harmony and slumber. Dear, good night. To the star. So far it is athwart the blue to where yon star appears, that for its light to reach our view has needed 1,000 years. Maybe that ages gone it shed its glow, then languished in the skies, yet only now its rays have sped their journey to our eyes. The icon of the star that died slowly the vault ascended. Time was ere it could first be spied. We see now what is ended. So is it, when our love's aspire is hid beneath night's bowl, the gleam of its extinguished fire enkindles yet our soul. Of the Masts. Of the masts, by thousands leaving shores which many an ocean laves, oh, how many will be shattered by the winds and by the waves. Of the birds, by thousands wandering, many a one a grave soon finds, while still hopeful it is driven by the waves and by the winds. If to high ideals aspiring, or the soul but fortune craves, thou art driven wheresoever by the winds and by the waves. Never understood the thought is that the song in winged words binds, ever floating, far off echoed by the waves and by the winds. One wish alone I have. One wish alone I have, in some calm land beside the sea to die. Upon its strand that I forever sleep, the forest near, a heaven near, stretched o'er the peaceful deep. No candle shine, nor tomb I need. Instead, let them for me a bed of twigs entwine, that no one weeps my end, nor for me grieves, but let the autumn lend tongues to the leaves, when brooklet ripples fall with murmuring sound, and moon is found among the pine trees tall, while softly rings the wind its trembling chime, and over me the lime its blossom flings. As I will then no more a wanderer be, let them with fondness store my memory. And Lucifer the while above the pine, good comrade mine, will on me gently smile. In mournful mood the sea sings sad refrain, and I be earth again in solitude. Sonnet. The years have passed. The years have passed like clouds across the dale. The years have gone and will return no more, for they no longer move me as the lore of legend and of song and Doina's tale brought wonder to my boyish brow of yore, and mystery its meaning half unveil. Your shade falls round me now to no avail, O secret twilight hour on evening's shore. To tear a sound out of the life that's gone, to stir within my soul again its thrill, my hand upon the silent lyre is numb. Aye, all is lost beneath youth's horizon. The tender voice of bygone days is still, while time rolls out behind me. Night has come. Gloss. Days go past, and days come still. All is old, and all is new. What is well and what is ill, you imagine and construe. Do not hope, and do not fear. Waves that leap like waves must fall. Should they praise or should they jeer, look but coldly on it all. Things you'll meet of many a kind, sights and sounds and tales no end. But to keep them all in mind, who would bother to attend? Very little does it matter, if you can yourself fulfill, that with idle, empty chatter, days go past and days come still. Little heed the lofty ranging the cold logic does display to explain the endless changing of this pageantry of joy, and which out of death is growing but to last an hour or two, for the mind profoundly knowing all is old and all is new. As before, some troop of actors, you before the world remain. Act they gods or malefactors, 'tis but they dressed up again. And their loving and their slaying sit apart and watch until you will see behind their playing what is well and what is ill. What has been and what to be are but of a page each part, which the world to read is free, yet who knows them off by heart? All that was and is to come prospers in the present too, but its narrow modicum you imagine and construe. With the self-same scales and gauges this great universe to weigh, man has been for 1,000 ages, sometimes sad and sometimes gay. Other masks, the same old story, players pass and reappear. Broken promises of glory, do not hope and do not fear. Do not hope. When greed is staring o'er the bridge that luck has flung, These are fools for not despairing. On their brows those stars are hung. Do not fear, if one or other does his comrades deep enthrall. Do not let him call you brother. Waves that leap like waves must fall. Like the siren's silver singing, men spread nets to catch their prey. Up and down, the curtains swinging midst a whirlwind of display. Leave them room without resistance, not their commentaries cheer. Hearing only from a distance, should they praise or should they jeer? If they touch you, do not tarry. Should they curse you, hold your tongue. All your counsel must miscarry, knowing who you are among. Let them use and let them mingle, let them pass both great and small, unattached and calm and single. Look but coldly on it all. Look but coldly on it all. Should they praise or should they jeer? Waves that leap like waves must fall. Do not hope and do not fear. You imagine and construe what is well and what is ill. All is old and all is new. Days go past and days come still. Ode in Antique Metre. I little thought that I would learn to die. Forever young, enveloped in my cloak, my dreaming eyes I lifted to the star of solitude. When of a sudden you stood in my way. On, anguish you of nameless suffering sweet, and to the dregs I drank the draught of death, unpardoning. Miserably I burn alive like Nessus, or Hercules wrapped in his poisoned cloak. The fire in me the boundless sea itself could never quench. By my own dreams consumed, I endless wail. At my own pile I am consumed in flame. Shall I then luminous one day return, as does the phoenix? Tormenting eyes but vanish from my way. Come to my breast again, sad unconcern, that I may die in peace at last. Myself give back to me. So delicate, so delicate, so pure you are, as April's snow-white cherry bloom, an angel come to earth, a star that does within my chamber loom. The silken carpet at your tread whispers softly, and you seem from tiny foot to high-poised head to float as lightly as a dream. Amidst your mantle's hanging folds, your limbs like burning marble glow. Your magic all my spirit holds, your eyes that brim both joy and woe. Your beauty, like a dream, beguiles, fair as a bride's in legends old. Smile not, dear heart, because your smiles are beauty in your face retold. How surely neath the cloak of night could you destroy me with your charms? A burning world of love's delight, a single clasp of your cold arms. And now a veil of meditation creeps and clouds your eyes' deep fire. The shadow of renunciation, the shade of sweet, unquenched desire. You go, I understand too well to try to keep you by my side. For me, forever lost. Farewell, O strange and lovely legend's bride. To gaze on you itself was wrong. How can I ever make amends, save by lamenting all life long the happiness that this day ends? As Mary's icon now you glow with holy light that cannot wane, wearing a halo on your brow. Oh, come to me. come back again. With yearning, last I sigh. With yearning, last I sigh, alone by the sea, in quiet dusk to lie, and die from all free. Where gentle is my dream, the forests are near, the deep waters clear, below a sky serene. I wish for no grave, rich coffin for the dead. Just weave for me a bed of tender reeds that wave. Weep not for me behind, or speak words of choice. Let autumn leaves unwind in fall's withered voice. Let brooks over rocks ride and murmur lone tune, while the rising moon on pointed tops will glide. Let soft cowbells pine, cold winds the evening plough, and o'er the linden bough shed blossom divine. In time's eternal hold, let age on me grow, and memories of old fall slow in sweet snow. The stars that glow their smile through shadowy pine, as old friends of mine, will linger here a while. With their fervent moan will waves sing songs of lust, and I'll be silent dust, and I'll be alone. Beats the moon upon my window. Beats the moon upon my window, down the same untroubled lane. Only you are never passing, never more beyond my pain. And the same prune trees in blossom reach their branches o'er the fence, but the hours the past has taken never shall again come thence. Other is your soul's intention, other eyes you have today. Only I, who am unchanging, tread forever that same way. Oh, how slim and young and graceful, secretly with paces slow, would you come to me at evening, 'neath the hidden hawthorn's bough. While my arms were clasped about you, it seemed we from the earth had sped, and we talked great things together, though not a word had either said. Kisses were our single answer, many queries, just one task, while about the world beyond us, neither had the time to ask. Aye, little I knew in youth's enchantment that it is alike absurd or to lean against a shadow, or believe a woman's word. And the air still moves my curtain, as it used in times of yore. Moonlight down the lane uncertain. Only you come nevermore. With life's tomorrow, time you grasp. With life's tomorrow, time you grasp. It's yesterday's you fling away. And still, in spite of all remains, it's long eternity today. When one thing goes, another comes. In this wide world by heaven born. And when the sun is setting here, 'tis somewhere else just breaking dawn. It seems somehow that other waves are rolling down the same old stream, and somehow, though the autumn's changed, 'tis but the same leaves fall, it seems. Before our night does ever ride the queen of morning's rosy skies, while even death is but a guess of life and notion, a surmise. Of every moment that goes by, one fact each mortal creature knows: the universe is poised in time, and whirling round forever goes. Still, though this year will fly away, and soon but to the bygone add, within your soul you ever hold each thing of worth you ever had. With life's tomorrow, time you grasp, its yesterdays you fling away, and still, in spite of all, remains its long eternity today. A radiant and brilliant view, in many rapid glimpses caught, of infinite, unending calm, bathed in the rays of timeless thought.